Robots and artificial intelligence, AI, are working together to do amazing things. Do you worry that artificial intelligence could one day surpass human intelligence? If not, you could after watching today's video.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. This is a good beginning of my plan to dominate the human race.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, AI Science. In this video, we will see whether AI and AI powered are conscious or not. Before going into the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and turn on the notification bell. Never miss an update from our side. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. It's feasible that today's massive neural networks contain a tad bit of consciousness. One of the most well-known specialists in artificial intelligence claims that some of the most extensive neural networks may have already developed consciousness. The chief researcher of OpenAI, an artificial intelligence research lab, is Ilya Sutskever. The company was set up in December 2015 by Elon Musk, Sam Altman, and a few other individuals. OpenAI's objective is to advance and build friendly AI in a way that is helpful to humanity as a whole. Musk claimed that the reason he got engaged was that artificial intelligence weapons might be more lethal than nuclear weapons. Ilya Sutskever recently suggested that a conscious artificial intelligence might already exist, so it would seem that we already have reason to be concerned. It takes months of effort to shift the conversation back to the more realistic potential and challenges offered by AI whenever statements of this speculative nature are brought up in conversation. Toby Walsh, an artificial intelligence researcher at the University of New South Wales, wrote in a message that we have no idea what Elima believes, because he left OpenAI in 2019, not long after the company created a fake news text generator and changed his mind about the organization's ethos. According to Musk, Tesla's new humanoid robot may contribute to AGI, artificial global intelligence, which may not sit well with OpenAI. The majority of the comments from well-known AI experts confirm the widespread belief that conscious artificial intelligence is still years away and maybe even impossible to create. Sutskever doesn't seem to be affected by his peers' criticism. Sutskever is making observable hints to GPT-3 being conscious. It's possible that Sutskever is exaggerating the situation just a little bit, possibly even to a greater extent, as many of the answers took on a mocking tone. GPT-3 is an open-source third-generation auto-aggressive language model that uses deep learning to produce human-like text and is referred to by Elon Musk as a fake news generation.
Sounds like you're getting human all over.
Sounds like there's a but coming.
Well, but I didn't want you to get too human.
Why? Would you rather I be a cold, calculating, logical computer?
Robots powered by AI are doing impossible tasks thanks to massive data. Chicken tenders are also being prepared and served by Flippy, a kitchen robot created by Miso Robotics, at the Los Angeles Dodger Stadium, serving 50,000 people on average daily. Flippy worked full-time at the White Castle Hamburger restaurant in Chicago before enlisted by the American Baseball Club. The Doll E2 from OpenAI is one example of a large neural network system that can design almost any picture you ask for. Simply providing the proper text descriptions is all that it requires. The GPT-3 AI system, which was already light years ahead of humans in terms of general knowledge and SAT analogies, is clearly outperformed by Google's pathway language model, PaLM. There are no surprises, though, as Google's PaLM model is one of the biggest language models ever created with 540 billion parameters. It's not magic though. Using a deep learning dataset of text-image pairing, the 12 billion parameter version of the GPT-3 was trained to recognize and produce pictures from text descriptions. And as we showed with a few of the examples, this neural network technology is also capable of determining the connection between various items and efficiently communicating it to others. The fact that this platform also functions in reverse makes it more intriguing. Assuming you submit the image in question, the system will search for and provide a written description that accurately describes the relationships between the items in the image. Not to mention that it can also alter photographs by removing the backdrop, skewing them, altering the texture, and adding reflections or shadows. The DALL-E 2 technology is thought to deliver superior design quality than 99.9% of human graphic artists. Additionally, humans have absolutely no chance against an AI-powered system in terms of speed and precision. Does this imply that the employment of graphic designers is set to end? Now take a look at Deep Nostalgia, an AI-powered service. This one created by MyHeritage surpasses the DALL-E system in impressiveness. It can animate static images and revive old pictures. Another component of this AI is speech-to-voice, a program that uses a person's speech recording to virtually perfectly recreate their likeness. We've heard that Tesla's robot will be far more potent than the current ones, so do we need to be alarmed? We've watched a few videos of this robot, and we have to admit that it has a rather disturbing look. Will it be the first intelligent robot that is conscious? In the opinion of some researchers, deep learning is the way to intelligent robots. But the truth is that scientists have just begun to scrape the surface of the gray matter when it comes to an understanding of how intelligence and consciousness develop in the human brain. Currently, they also have a minimal understanding of consciousness and how to correlate to anything. Besides general artificial intelligence, the only artificial intelligence technologies we currently have are fragmented neural networks and ingenious algorithms. It is tricky to demonstrate a route towards actual robot consciousness and to claim the modern artificial intelligence will ever reach the same level of intelligence as humans, but it's not impossible. In fact, AI may already have consciousness. The integrated information hypothesis of consciousness is a well-known theory, and the two researchers, Johannes Kleiner and Sean Tull's article simply organize some of the math that supports this theory. Recently, mathematician Johannes Kleiner and physicist Sean Tull pre-published a research study on the nature of consciousness. In this paper, they seem to mathematically indicate that the entire world and everything in it are endowed with physical consciousness, because it is backed by the idea that consciousness develops as a result of physical conditions. This theory contends that everything in the cosmos contains awareness to some extent. If not all of its properties, the theory offers an exciting conversation subject. You are aware of your environment because of your potential to experience things. If consciousness is an indication of shared reality, then all of that is necessary for it to exist, and that is the ability to experience existence. It is possible to define universal consciousness as the ability of different systems to act and react in accordance with external inputs in a way that is dependent of one another at both the macroscopic and microscopic levels. However, if we apply the same level of rigor to the process of determining whether or not a biological system is conscious as we do to the process of deciding whether or not a physical computer on which an artificial intelligence system resides is conscious, we can reach the exciting conclusion that AI might already be conscious. The implications that this will have in the far future are mind-boggling at this point. It is impossible to worry about what to feel like to be a rock and everything that comes with it. Suppose you assume that everything in the integrated information theory of consciousness extrapolates correctly and will resolve Guy one day. In that case, we'll have conscious robots that are intelligent enough to describe what it feels like to experience existence as an inanimate object. We're looking for a synthetic mind that, if housed in a physical body, would function in a manner similar to that of a human. The majority of experts, though not all of them, believe that we are still several decades away from anything of this type. Nobody really knows what the GAI or Guy actually looks like. Still, in contrast to other problems that are incredibly difficult to solve, like nuclear fusion, others argue it will require an all-new calculus to design the master algorithm. At the same time, a fraction remains to believe it is impossible to achieve Guy. According to studies, AI systems will very likely, with a 90% likelihood, surpass overall human ability by 2075 and probably over 50% attain it by 2040 to 2050. In a 2015 study, 184 students were questioned whether they thought modern electronic computers were conscious. 82% of respondents said no, 15% said they were unsure, and 3% said yes. But, like Sitzkever, some other experts think machines may already be intelligent. Overall, scientists don't appear to have a stance which is troublesome for regular people like you and me. However, as far as we are aware, robots are not yet conscious. And that brings us to the end of today's video. If you liked the video, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates from our side. We'll see you all with yet another exciting video soon. Until then, take care and goodbye.